Why $1 million, hey, it may not be enough. You know, for the last 20 or even 30 years, it seems that there has been a financial goal to have $1 million, and it became, for whatever reason, the benchmark for financial independence. There have been countless posts and articles and videos on how to achieve $1 million, especially for retirement. Now, maybe it's because $1 million is a nice round number and it has a good ring to it.
$1 million.
I don't know, but things are different than they were 20 years ago. And $1 million, hey, it may not be enough. Now, don't get me wrong. $1 million is a lot of money, but $1 million in 2000 is equivalent to $1,775,209 today, and that's an increase of 77.5%. And so when I work with my clients, we look at what their goals are and what their income needs will be in retirement. And for some, $1 million might be enough. But for others, especially those in their 30s or 40s or even 50s, and they're planning for retirement in 20 or 30 years, $1 million may not be near enough. So let's talk about why $1 million may not be enough and things to consider. Now, speaking of consider, why not consider subscribing to this channel, giving this video a good old thumbs up? It would really help me out, get this information out there to other folks, and I would really appreciate it. All right, when we look at what $1 million could buy 20 years ago versus today, we have seen inflation erode the purchasing power. So, for example, since 2000, the price of medical care, insurance, drugs, medical equipment has increased over 114%. And in contrast, prices for consumer goods and services rose by over 80% in that same period. And what I'm saying is healthcare will be one of the largest expenditures you will have during retirement. So now, to answer if $1 million is enough to retire on depends on a lot of where you will retire, where you're going to live. So I ran across an article by Go Banking Rates, and according to them, here are some of the most expensive cities in the U.S. to retire. So let's start with sunny Florida. If you wanted to retire in Miami, Florida, you better plan on having well over $2 million, $2,624,125 in savings just to live comfortably and have an annual income of almost $105,000. What about the mile-high city of Denver, Colorado? Well, according to Go Banking Rates, you will need $2,725,500 in savings, and you will need $109,020 in annual income. How about Boston, Mass? Retirement savings there you are going to need to live comfortably is $3,234,725 and an annual income of $129,389. Hey, you want to retire in the Big Apple of New York City? Well, you're going to need $3,711,200 saved up and $148,448 in annual income. And the most expensive place to retire, according to Go Banking Rates, is San Francisco. Here you will need $5,757,150 in savings and plan on $230,286 in annual income. Now, there are some states in the U.S. that would be cheaper to retire in and require less than $1 million, such as Mississippi and Alabama, Kansas, and Indiana. So that, according to Go Banking Rates, would require less than $600,000 saved up to live comfortably in those other states. Now, these figures that were just put out by this article, that was just based on living expenses like food, gas, taxes, insurance, and medical costs. It doesn't take into account, the fun stuff you may want to do when you retire, such as travel, golf, club memberships, or charitable giving. So you see, the $1 million standard may need to retire itself. And a lot of factors are involved when calculating your specific amount you will need. So I would encourage you to, revisit your retirement plan. And if you would like a retirement plan checkup, there's a link in the description below for you to get in touch with me personally to discuss your situation. Hey, I look forward to seeing you next time.